here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the sun, woman.
Hello friends, this is the Sun Woman. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in this month for your new moon in Scorpio readings, your SunCasts for the month of November. Now this new moon in Scorpio and Halloween, happy Halloween to those of you who dress up and celebrate, or Samhain. This is a period of time when the new moon is in this passionate sign of Scorpio, and being in Scorpio, it's going to bring us closer to our deepest desires as it coincides with this Celtic celebration. Now, the festival of Samhain really marks the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter. So it's believed that it's a time when the veil between the living and the dead is at its thinnest. And this veil, dispersion allows spirits to travel from one dimension to the next. So whatever you believe in or whatever you celebrate, know that this new moon in Scorpio is going to speak to your spirit, to your soul at its very deepest level. We have the opportunity to look beyond the veils in our lives that separate us from truth and clarity in our lives. So something's being born in this dark night of our souls. The new moon is always an indicator of new beginnings in whatever area it falls in our charts. So, you can be looking forward to a new love, or a renewed love or soul connection, perhaps a new way of life that's going to be starting, or a new understanding of some situation in your life. But know that, you need to use this Scorpio moon with its laser-like perception that Scorpio brings to it to really find that magic in your life and to look beyond those veils and to see deeper into the mysteries of your life and be able to clarify what's going on and clarify your own desires. Again, Scorpio is a passionate sign, so there could be very passionate connections with another person or dedication to some situation in your life. The moon is trine Neptune, and Neptune is in Pisces. So talk about magic. Neptune is our spiritual self, and with that moon trine Neptune in Pisces, we really have the ability to manifest our deepest desires, our wishes and our dreams and our fantasies. Okay, so fantasy life is going to be very important during this period as well. Venus is in Sagittarius conjunct Saturn. So Venus is the planet of love. Saturn is the planet of foundations and things that are deeply rooted and strongly built. So follow your heart. It's really going to take you where you need to go. You may have to put in the work. You may have to overcome obstacles, but whatever you commit yourself to 100% with love and desire and passion, you are going to be able to see that thing come to fruition. So don't be put off by whatever obstacles or restrictions are in your way. You have the power of manifestation on so many levels right now. So let's take advantage of that. All right, so these are going to be your readings for each of the individual 12 signs. This month, in honor of Halloween, I'm going to be using the Lady Black Cat Tarot deck, as well as the Sacred Journey Oracle deck. So let's go ahead with the individual 12 signs. Thank you again to my subscribers. Thank you for your loyalty to the channel. Thank you for our new subscribers. I appreciate you tuning in. And as always, if you'd like a private and personal reading, you can contact me at my website. Remember, these are just general readings, and I'll be happy to do a private reading for you to gain even further clarity into whatever your personal situation is. Thank you so much, and let's go on to the individual signs. Hello Leo, this new moon in Scorpio is going to be highlighting your 4th house. Now your 4th house is the house of your home, your domicile, where you live. It is also the house of your family, whether that is your biological family or the family that you have created yourself. It also is the area that rules the people that live with us. So this could be family members as well as roommates or partners. The 4th house is also the house of foundations. It's the it's the house at the very base of our astrological chart. So the foundations of our life, whatever those might be, our principles, the things that make us feel grounded, our sense of security, those things all are covered by the 4th house. So this new moon in Scorpio may be allowing you to dig deep and look behind the veil of your family connections, your family legacy, finding out truths about your family situation, getting to the bottom of mysteries related to your family. This could also be a period of regeneration, because Scorpio is that sign of regeneration. So, a transformation in family matters or family relationships. Rebuilding of relationships, things breaking down so that they can be rebuilt new. Many of you may be dealing with property situations, property issues. Some of you may be rebuilding a property or renovating a property, redesigning, or doing some kind of refurbishing of a piece of property. Some of you may be there may be issues or situations that arise with the actual physical foundation of your home. So it may be necessary for you to check what's going on underneath your house, within the actual foundation of of your home structure. The 4th house also, it has to do what's going on inside our home. And with Scorpio there, this new moon, there may be a regeneration of passionate connection to family members or to partners. Some of you may be having some very passionate encounters within your home environment. So, a house is a home, and where you lay your head may be the environment to spark that kind of romantic energy and intimate connection with a partner. It may be better for you to stay home and entertain at home than actually going out and socializing, or that intimate part of your life where you are comfortable. Your home environment may be the best environment for something exciting to happen when it comes to your the romantic part of your life. So let's go ahead and see what the messages here are for you, Leo, for this new moon cycle in Scorpio. What are the messages for Leo for the new moon cycle in Scorpio? The 4th house also rules our parents. For me, the 4th house is our relationship with our mothers. So there may be some developments where your mom is concerned. You may have to get to the bottom of a situation on her behalf, or with her or for her this month. All right, let's see. Okay. Some of you also may be thinking about growing your family. So, Scorpio is the sign of reproduction, and so many of you, some of you may be deciding that you want to now, expand your family, have a child, grow your family. So this may be a consideration for some of you, expanding the family unit. All right, so we have the 8 of Wands in the past, we have the 6 of Wands, we have the 4 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. And at the base of the deck, the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so first thing I see here is that you do not have any major arcana in the reading for this month, Leo, which really means that your concentration is going to be more on mundane affairs, more on the activities of life that you actually have control over, that you can affect. When we have major arcana, that usually means that there are things going on, outside of our realm of of the things that we can change, that there are spiritual things going on, spiritual changes in our lives. But when we have a reading that does not have major arcana, it really means that a lot of the power that you are going to be using this month is to make changes in your own life, and things are really in your own hands this month, Leo. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands and the Six of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is there coming out of the previous month, the energy that's coming into this month. So there may be a lot of information going around regarding your home situation. There may be some changes. Eight of Wands usually means things happening very quickly. So swift action. It could indicate travel. It could indicate a lot of information, news coming in. The Eight of Wands for me often talks about contracts and things that you have to sign, documents, paperwork. So as I said, some of you may be purchasing a house, or looking for a house, or traveling around trying to find the perfect place to live. The Six of Wands here is next to it, and so I really feel that there is a very good chance that if you are in the market for buying or selling a home, this is going to be a very significant month for you, because the Eight of Wands and the Six of Wands really represent communications, negotiations, contracts, and more than anything, the Six of Wands is really good news. So I feel like whatever it is, whether there's a lot of paperwork going back and forth, negotiation over contract, negotiation over sales, trying to find the perfect property or the perfect situation, you are going to receive some good news, and this is towards the first week to second week of November. The Six of Wands is good news coming in. So again, communication where there's going to be a victory or a success as a result of all this activity that you've had going on coming into the beginning of the month. Now, the Four of Swords is here, and so it's going to be, I feel like there's a lot of activity, a lot of movement, a lot of conversations, a lot of communications, meetings perhaps. I'm seeing your desk covered with a lot of paperwork that you really have to organize and sort, and stacks of paper. I see a lot of emails coming through, a lot of communication going back and forth. So I feel that by mid-month, there's going to be a need for you to kind of pull back and really review everything before you move forward with a deal, with a decision, with your financing, with actually committing to whatever it is that you are involved with right now. And this is a good thing. This is a moment of circumspection. This is a moment of review, of making sure that you have all your ducks in a row, of making sure that all your paperwork is in order, that you are very clear on the terms of whatever this situation is. So, definitely allow yourself a few days or maybe even a week of being able to sit back, go through everything with a fine-tooth comb, cross your T's, dot your I's, make sure that all the terms that you have been negotiating are ones that you are ready to commit to, that you are in agreement with, and allow yourself kind of this period of review before you charge ahead, because there may still be some things that and I do feel that this is more than anything talking about financial agreements, because you have the Ten of Pentacles at the base of the deck, and the Ten of Pentacles usually represents large amounts of money, windfalls of money. Now, this could be funding coming into you. This could be a mortgage that you are being approved for, that you're seeking. Or if you are selling a property, this could be a significant amount of money coming into you as the result of a sale of property. Okay, the Two of Pentacles is here after the Four of Swords. So after this period of kind of reviewing terms, making sure that everything is in order, I do see you, there is still a little bit of negotiation going back and forth. So I do feel that there will be, there will still be some terms, some financial terms that you'll need to make adjustments on, or that someone else will need to make adjustments to before you actually go ahead and sign on the dotted line. So there may be some juggling. Also, it's possible that there may be two properties or two offers that you may be receiving if you're selling property, or two properties that you may be trying to decide between if you are buying a piece of property or trying to decide on an apartment or a condo. And you will really need to make a decision. You'll be doing a lot of kind of balancing the pros and cons. Okay, like, well, okay, this one is in exactly the location that I want. It doesn't have 2.5 baths, but it's near my kid's school. But this one, it has a garage, and there are the grocery stores right down the street. It's not far from my job. So so there are two things here that you will be kind of weighing and balancing to make your decision before you sign on the dotted line. I do really see a significant amount of money being involved here, whether it is the mortgage that you're being approved for, whether it is the financing that you need to come up with if this is an apartment situation where you have maybe 2 months rent and a security. So a lot of a significant amount of money could be changing hands here. And also, the Ten of Pentacles really often represents family situations. So with this new moon in Scorpio highlighting your house of your family and the home, this really is a decision that could very much affect your immediate family, your children, your spouse, the people that you live with. So it is a significant investment that's not only going to be for now, for your personal use, but may be in the family for generations to come. So you definitely want to be certain about the choice that you are making, and weigh all your options, and do your checklist so that you are certain beyond a doubt once you make that decision. I do, however, see that by the end of the month, there is an offer that's going to be made. The Ace of Pentacles is here, and that talks about new financial beginnings. So whether that is you being able to sell a property and take that money and use that money as seed money for some kind of project or investment or new beginning. The Ace of Pentacles is about new beginnings. It's about this spark of earthy energy where there is the potential for significant financial security, building foundations in your life, long-term stability, and definitely finances are involved here. Or you are going to be able to start this new life, perhaps in a new environment, a new area, a new property, a new neighborhood, and you're planting seeds. Ace of Pentacles is definitely planting seeds that can grow going forward, and that are based on finances, security, and stability. So this is really an excellent reading, definitely where it has to do with the home and financial situations. I would definitely say that this is more about finances and the more mundane aspects of life than perhaps relationship situations. Where relationships might factor in here would more than likely be family relationships, relationships with your children, with loved ones, even with parents, okay? For those of you who may not be buying or selling property, the Eight of Wands and the Six of Wands can also indicate job situations. So perhaps the Eight of Wands, some of you could be interviewing, going on several interviews for a new job. And you're going to hear good news that you were selected as a candidate, or that this company wants to hire you for the position that you've gone out for, and that you will need to kind of take the time during the middle of the month to give notice, to wrap things up where you are currently right now. And you will there may be a situation where you're still working in the old job, but you're preparing yourself for the new position. So you're kind of juggling two jobs at one time as you're transitioning out of one situation into the next. But the indication here with the Ace of Pentacles is that this new thing is going to be quite successful for you, a new beginning for you, planting new seeds of prosperity and success for you down the line, okay? There also could be travel involved with this situation, whatever it is. So some of you, if this is a home situation, you may be traveling out of the neighborhood, the state, even the country that you are living in right now. And if this is a professional situation, you may be going, maybe getting on a plane or traveling to another city to interview for this new position, or the position may require you to travel. And I'm definitely seeing, the Eight of Wands can definitely represent travel on an airplane. So far enough that, you would not necessarily want to drive there, that you'd want to get on a plane or even a train, or, some form of transportation besides just being able, to drive there. So yeah, definitely some significant change here where your home, family, or even property or job, professional endeavors are concerned. But bottom line here is that if it is a work situation, excellent indicator for you earning a significant amount of money, definitely a promotion financially for you as well as professionally. A significant increase in income this could represent. Or again, if it is a property situation, making good money out of a sale or investing a significant amount of money into a new property. So excellent reading for you, Leo. Let's go ahead and see what your oracle card message is for the new moon in Scorpio. What is the oracle card message for Leo for this new moon in Scorpio? Message for Leo for the new moon in Scorpio. All right, let's see. Okay, beautiful card here. All right, so this is the card Crave. I want you to take a look at that mandala. This is the mandala for this meditation. Take a good look at that once it focuses. And this is the mandala that I want you to try and focus on for this month of November. See if you can close your eyes and see this image in your mind's eye, all right, as though it's imprinted there. And you'll be able to recall that as you go through the month. Now the message here is crave. Your deepest desires serve as the lifeline to keep your big picture vision thriving. Now this is interesting because you have this Ten of Pentacles here, which is the biggest picture that you can have when it comes to financial or security issues, as well as building foundations. So it looks like what you are craving this month, you definitely have the ability to make that vision come alive and to make that vision thrive based on your deepest desires. And we all know, that passionate sign of Scorpio, where that new moon is all about deepest desires that I spoke of at the beginning of the videos here. So whatever it is, whether you are craving a new environment, craving a new position, craving more, financial fluidity, craving a new beginning for your family, and, a brand new start. Use these desires to serve you as the lifeline to keep your big picture vision thriving. So definitely a period of time to focus on the big picture for you, Leo. Leos like to do things big. This will serve you well in the month of November. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this reading has resonated for you. I thank you again for taking time to be part of the Sun Woman community. Please contact me for a private reading if you'd like to get more information on your own personal situation. As always, I wish you all good things, love, peace, and joy, and I bid you namaste.